let's set up our front end. I have all the necessary file that you're gonna need. So this is a starter file. You have only now the front end, and inside this you're gonna find our React project with all the files necessary. Like for example, we have some images that we're gonna need, like for React and icons and all the other stuff. You know, you're gonna see. So now let's open Visual Studio and open the project. So we're gonna go File and then Open Folder, and then we're gonna select our folder, which is Starter. Select folder, and then it's gonna be Open Up. We have one folder for our front end. So first thing we're gonna do is open your terminal. Control G for Windows. If you're using another operating system, as I said, terminal, new terminal. So now we navigate to the folder, cd front end, and then here, first of all, we're gonna run npmi to install all the files necessary, all the dependencies, so your project runs without a problem. And then you're gonna have a write npm start to start your project. It takes like a minute. So before our project starts, let's see what we have in this starter. So in the public folder, we have now it opens. As you see, welcome to the front end. This is like a simple project. I've only changed like the icon and the name of the tab. So let's go back right here to see what else we have. Let's go to terminal. So in the icons folder, we have some of the icons that we're gonna need necessary, and also in the images, we have many images. As you're gonna see right here, they're all necessary. I got them all from Facebook, so they are the exact same ones the Facebook uses. So it took me a bit of a time. Also for the React, we have them in form of an SVG. You can read it like here. Also we have them in a form of GIFs. So those ones, you know, the Reacts were the toughest to get because you can't find them anywhere. I spent like 3 days to prepare this for you, so it's a lot of work being done right here. So we're gonna close this public folder, just images and icons. And in the source folder, we have a folder called styles and another folder called icons, and inside .css, which is all the icons that Facebook uses. Let's see how many lines here. So they are like 740. So there's a lot of icons here, so I had to go and inspect elements of all the icons that Facebook had and get them for you. So I've already downloaded the files necessary for them. So to use these icons is like using Font Awesome. It's pretty simple. So you just choose any icon you want. Let's open the browser simultaneously to see what we are doing. Right. So now if we want to use an icon, we're gonna go for let's go to our app where we write everything, and inside here just you name your class name with a name. So for example, we can have a div with this name, which is all friends icon, and then we're gonna see this icon appears right here. So it takes a bit of time and then it refreshes and it shows it. So simply this way you can add any icons. So let's go back. You can go anywhere and just choose anyone and then go back. They are named correctly to understand what they are, and then we're going to use them this way. We're going to use them the proper way, which is going to use an I tag like Font Awesome, so we know that they are icons, and then as you see they get added to your application simply this way. So this is for the icons. Let's see what else we have. We have in the index.css some reciters, like we make the padding 0 and the margin 0 on box size and border box. If you remove them, you're gonna find out that this is gonna get spaced out, which is we don't want. We want to reset everything to the 0. And also I've set the font for our project, which is the same one Facebook uses. HTML overflow Y scroll, so we allow the scroll because we're gonna use some fixed position. Also the A tag, which is the link. Sorry, we just making the text decoration none, so we remove any styles the default styles for the A tag, and also make the color get you get the color from the parent. So you can add this like also to the button or other stuff. We're gonna see. And also I have the variables that we're gonna need. So this is BG primary, that means the color of the background. The first one, the primary, the secondary, third, fourth, also some other colors that we're gonna need for shadow. This is just pretty normal. There's nothing special right here. The last thing that we're gonna see is our SVGs, which is the one that Facebook uses. So I've had to, let's open one of them. As you see, this is an SVG. I didn't want to we can't go on our application and just use SVGs this way. So we're gonna go and then copy them this way and then to see them in the browser this way. So I didn't like this way because they took a lot of place, and the code doesn't look organized. So I took a different approach. which is simply make them into a component. So I picked all the SVGs that we have and then put them inside just a function that returns this SVG. So we wanna call this function and just gonna return the SVG without writing all this code. And some of them, let me go first, have this we in the props we send the color, and then we fill the SVG with that color. So we change the color of the SVG depending with the color we send. So we're gonna see it right now. One of the things also that I've done, we have an index.js, which is I imported all the files right here, then export them. So now we can easily import them in app.js. You're gonna see an example for now. Let's import, for example, this one, live video. So we're gonna go to our application and then simply write it as a component and then import it. And then now it's been imported and it's not gonna be shown. It's gonna be shown. Now if we want to pass like a color to it, it's simply we add color and then we add a color right here. So example red, and then it's gonna fill it red. This is simply how we do it. And what I've done in the index.js is I imported them, all of them here to the index, and then export them so we can just write like this. So any icon we want, we're just gonna write the name of the icon from here and get it from the SVG folder. If we didn't do it that way, we gotta go to SVG folder and then select the file that we're gonna need. I feel like this approach is easier. So now we don't have like a lot of lines. We just can go right here and then import the next one and then import the next one, which is much simpler and much understandable for your code. So this approach of writing SVGs like this is just not for me. I prefer functional components. So this is like all for the, we have some noise in here. It's kind of hard to record, but this is all for the front end. So this is all the things that you're gonna know for your starter. And we're gonna start work with the front end and add a lot of other stuff. And I'm gonna explain everything to you then and how we work with this. So see you in the setup of the backend now.